Hey everyone, welcome back to Right Now. Today we're talking about soccer, the world's most popular sport, from its humble beginnings to the billion-dollar FIFA powerhouse it is today. How soccer began, the early days. Alright, so soccer. Or, as most of the world calls it, football. Believe it or not, games that look a lot like soccer have been played for thousands of years. Ancient China had a game called kuju, where players kicked a leather ball into a net. The Greeks had episkiros. The Romans played harpastum, but the version we know today? That started in England in the 1800s. Back then, football wasn't really one sport. It was a bunch of different local games, each with its own rules. Some allowed carrying the ball, others didn't. Matches could get, well, let's just say chaotic. Organizing the game, the birth of modern rules. In 1863, a group of English clubs got together and said, all right, we need one set of rules so we can actually play each other without fighting about it. They formed the Football Association, and that's when the modern rules of association football were officially written down. This was the moment soccer split from rugby. Rugby kept the "you can run with the ball" rule, and soccer said, nope, you use your feet. That's also why in some countries, they started calling it soccer, short for association football. The spread around the world. Once England had a clear rule book, the game spread fast, first to Europe, then to South America, Africa, Asia, basically everywhere the British traded or traveled. By the early 1900s, soccer was so popular that it needed an international governing body. Enter FIFA, Fédération Internationale de Football Association. Founded in 1904, FIFA started as a small group of European countries trying to coordinate matches and tournaments. The early rules. How the game looked back then. If you went back in time and watched a match in the late 1800s or early 1900s, you'd notice some big differences. Goalkeepers could handle the ball anywhere in their own half until 1912. Offside rules were stricter. At one point, you needed 3 opponents between you and the goal to be onside. There were no yellow or red cards until the 1970 World Cup. Substitutions? Forget it. If a player got injured, the team played with one less man. So yeah, the game has come a long way. How FIFA shaped modern soccer. FIFA's biggest creation was the World Cup, first held in 1930 in Uruguay. At the time, the Olympics had soccer, but FIFA wanted its own tournament, one that brought together the best national teams in the world. Today, the World Cup is the most watched sporting event on the planet, even beating the Olympics. Billions of people tune in, and for 1 month, soccer becomes the center of the sports universe. Over the decades, FIFA introduced new rules to make the game faster, fairer, and safer. Some big changes include standardizing field sizes and equipment, expanding substitutions, introducing the penalty shootout in 1970 to avoid endless replays, and more recently, adding VAR, video assistant referee, to review controversial calls. Soccer today, the global game now. Soccer isn't just a sport, it's a massive industry. From local leagues to global tournaments, the game generates billions in revenue through broadcasting rights, sponsorships, merchandise, and ticket sales. Stars like Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Kylian Mbappé aren't just athletes, they're global icons. And the sport's influence reaches beyond the field, impacting culture, politics, and even social change. Soccer in the USA, past and present. Now here's where it gets interesting. The United States has always been more focused on American football, basketball, and baseball. But in the last 30 years, soccer has grown hugely in popularity. The 1994 FIFA World Cup in the USA was a turning point. It inspired the creation of Major League Soccer, MLS, which started in 1996 with just 10 teams. Today, MLS has over 30 teams and is attracting international stars. Most recently, Lionel Messi joined Inter Miami in 2023, which brought massive attention to the league. On the women's side, the U.S. women's national team has been a powerhouse, winning multiple World Cups and Olympic gold medals. Right now, soccer in America is buzzing for 2 big reasons. 1, the 2026 FIFA World Cup will be hosted in the USA, Canada, and Mexico, the first time 3 countries have co-hosted. 2, young American players like Christian Pulisic and Weston McKennie are making names for themselves in top European leagues. Looking ahead, Soccer's history shows that it's a sport constantly evolving, from chaotic street games to the highly organized, globally celebrated version we see today. And in the USA, it feels like we're right in the middle of another growth spurt. With more kids playing, bigger investments in leagues, and the upcoming World Cup, the next decade could see soccer become one of the top sports in America. And that's the story of soccer. From ancient ball games to the FIFA era, and from the streets of England to stadiums packed with fans across the USA. What's your favorite thing about the beautiful game? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to Right Now, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of our deep dives into the stories that matter. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.